before I met the little boy who was being abducted out of his bedroom at night by something I don't know what, but I think might have been aliens. Aliens, I know it's so weird. My very first one was years before that. So it was a woman who called me and said that a few things had been happening in her house. So when she told me what I'm about to tell you, I immediately thought dead person because this is typical dead person stuff. So she said that she didn't feel alone in her house. She said that her pets would sit and stare at a certain part of the living room, just stare, and then they would bark. But most upsetting is her two dogs who had grown up together, best buds, both were rescues, no behavioral issues, had totally changed in how they related to each other. One morning, one of them woke up and took out the eye of the other dog. So she's thinking, well, maybe he's sick, maybe he's in pain. She had the dog checked over, nothing wrong with the dog. They got along fine otherwise. It was just randomly, one would turn on the other and viciously attack him. She started feeling pushed. Randomly, she would feel something touching her, poking her, shoving her. And she always put it off to, oh, I bumped into something, or I tripped, or something obvious, until she was painting one day and she was up on a ladder in her house and she felt someone shove her. Not a tap, not a touch, a shove. She fell off the ladder, broke her arm. I think it was her arm, it was either her arm or her leg, but she broke a bone because of this. And that was what finally prompted her to give me a call. So we take the case, we go do the journey meditation, and when we show up in the meditation, we're standing outside of her house. So I've mentioned that when we do these meditations, normally we're standing at wherever the epicenter of the activity is. In this situation, when we're outside of a building or outside of the property that we're called to clear, that usually indicates that there's a bigger issue going on than just one room in the house or one particular situation. So we always just kind of stand there, take it all in, try to figure out what's going on before we move into the house and see what's happening. So as we're watching, this very tall being, like 9, 10 feet tall, don't know how he fit in the house, walks out of the door, the front door. He's super tall, but he has weirdly long arms. His hands go almost down to the middle of his calves. He's very skinny. I don't know why I say he. I got the sense it was male. That might be a unique to us thing, though. I don't know. I could be attributing that myself. Arms, his hands were about mid-calf, so his arms were very long, and he moved like he was walking in water. He moved really, really slowly and deliberately, and it was really an odd gait. Super tall, super, super skinny guy. Like his arms couldn't have been more than that big around. He was just freaky, just freaky. So I asked my guide. My guide indicates that he is not something evil per se, like his intentions aren't good, but he's not some otherworldly, I don't use the word demon, but something that's pure evil. He gave me the impression that they exist here to study us, that they're not allowed to interact with us, but they study us. Didn't give me any more information than that. I don't often get all the information I want to get, but we weren't able to remove him, but we made it so that he wasn't comfortable on her property. The dog's behavior went back to the way they had been. Never had another dog fight. The last time I talked to her, I usually follow folks like this for a couple of months just to make sure that nothing's coming back or that they feel like the issue's resolved. Never heard from her again after that. She didn't feel touched. She never felt pushed again. So there are things that we can do to keep ourselves safe in these situations, even if there isn't necessarily something we can do to fix the issue.